What invention is so good that it actually can't be improved upon? Paperclip. Last major patent was in the 1880s. Then how do you explain Clippy? That ps can go to hell. He just wants to help you. Sure, so do the Borg. I'm always amazed how universally hated is Clippy. The biggest problem with Clippy was that it frequently stole the focus from whatever you were working on to itself, and therefore broke your flow. If a coworker came along and started looking over your shoulder and talking in your ear when you were struggling and intent on an issue on your workstation, you'd get pissed. Thus with Clippy. It looks like you're about to get some work done. Let me ps with you quick to derail your train of thought and get you to spend 15 minutes realizing that what I offer is useless and not applicable to your task at hand. The spoon is a pretty incredible invention. It can often sub as a fork or a knife, and it has a great name. Those special self-stabilizing spoons to help people with hand tremors feed themselves are pretty cool. Over-engineered for most people, but I'm happy they exist. I should make a self-stabilizing soldering iron. I have a moderate tremor and I can do most things, but I can't solder. And I'm an electrical engineer. But how do you make one without soldering? Serious reply to a great question. You try a frustrating number of times. It's usually easier to clean up a botched solder than to get it right in one go. You get one of those spoon stabilizing things and force it around a doddering iron till you can make one of your own. Now you just need to figure out how to make a doddering iron. Well, first we need to find out how to make a self-stabilizing keyboard for that guy. Most professional classical music instruments are already in their final stage like piano and violin. Edit. Wording. I would argue that there have been innovations there. Someone added pickups and small speakers to a piano, so players could better hear their own playing. The electric violin, the keyboard. Woodwind instruments on the other hand. Oh how I live for the day that synthetic reeds actually replace cane. Lydia is really close, but Van Doren still has them beat, especially on playing feel. The basic sewing needle. It really hasn't changed in thousands of years. There is no need for change. I'd argue that sewing machines are just advanced sewing needles. I still can't figure out how they work. I've seen animations and videos of the mechanics, but my brain refuses to process it, and it looks so simple. Almost too simple. The whole bobbin thing bothers me. Why is it not an equal source of thread? Well, you need two sources. They can't come from one spool. And a bobbin is, so you don't have to buy two spools of every color. Rubber bands. They work. When I was a kid, rubber bands would last for years. Now most of them fail within a year or so. Because they removed the cocaine. I knew they smelled different. I don't do cocaine. I just like smelling it. The Schrader valve used to inflate your bicycle tires, car tires, tractor tires, etc. was patented in 1893. It is still used in virtually every tire on the planet. And now you know its name. Jesus Christ, Mary, they are tires. His name is Hank. My name is a sack Schrader, and you can go ps yourself. The toilet S-bend. We would still be throwing our Hershey soldiers out the window without it. Invented in 1775 and still used today. Source: BBC and Critton from Red Dwarf. Edit: Noah and Critton. Hershey. Soldiers. Yep. That's in our heads now. It's just there, and we are left to live with it. That phrase started up a 56k modem dial-up noise in my head before my brain doubled back around to process it. On our deathbeds. Hershey. Soldiers. A knife. It can anything. Soup. Poop. I wonder how many new redditors have no idea about poop knife. Here we go again. At least once a month. That's the blood clot knife. What a great day to wish I didn't read that. The steam turbine. It is such a useful way to convert heat into electricity that it would not be surprising to see one strapped to a fusion reactor if one ever get built. They're already strapped to fission reactors. That's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, the steam turbine inventor was way ahead of his time. He really was a visionary. I see what you did there. The pocket. Girls' pants have entered the chat. Edit: the number of upvotes on this silly comment really speaks for itself. Seriously, don't know why you guys are denied the convenience of pockets so often. Pocket real estate is a critical decision in my pants buying. If I get a pair of pants with less than 3 pockets, it's absolutely infuriating. FR. Fake pockets or shallow pockets that even a chapstick digs into your guts if you sit and is obviously outlined when standing. I have a theory that this is, in part, why high-waisted mom jeans have been in style for a while now. Cell phones now are teeny tiny supercomputers, but they are huge ass phones. They are also now integral in our personal and professional lives. We need real pockets. I want to be able to fit something more than most of my 4 fingers. That's what she said. Literally. I need it. Plates. You can get the ones that don't smash. It's too good. Zoobles. I dunno. Sliced bread is pretty hard to improve on. Plus it has made life easier for pretty much anyone who enjoys bread. I present to you. Double cooked sliced bread. I'll toast to that. Zipper. Best way to merge in traffic. Yes. It's meant to be a zipper you and %. Learn to drive. I'd say nail clippers. Rich and poor people will use the same thing to clip their nails. Rich people pay poor people to clip their nails for them. Pizza. You can change it up. You can ruin it. And you can fold it half like a crazy calzone munching madman. But you can't beat perfection. The calzones betrayed me. It's about the cones. Always has been. Baba Booey. That mini trident you use to scratch your back, man, that's the best invention of human race. IDK man, the lightsaber under my mom's bed was really nice when I used it as a back massager. Those bones they use for tanning leather. People have tried using all sorts of different materials, but bone always works best apparently. Fire cooking. We've been trying to improve it for almost 2 million years. God, I hate electric stoves. I hate electronic stoves, but love electric ovens. Yup, gas cooktop and fan forced electric oven is perfection. Yup, gas cooktop and fan forced electric oven is convection. The wheel. What are you going to do? Make it rounder? Edit. Guys, it's a joke, I understand that the modern wheel has brakes, suspension, and requires an axle. You can stop blowing up my inbox. Well, they put a tire on it. The XLR cable. Until they can beam something directly into your head, we kind of hit a dead end for perceived sound. The simplicity of what a cable can do by allowing both AC and DC power to flow through, so you can power and draw signal from a microphone. Plus the fact it's so simple to remove the noise you get from outside interference makes it even more genius. You. Thanks bro, you too. Crocodiles, or any apex predator that lived through the KT extinction. Physically unchanged for 100 million years, because it's the perfect killing machine. A half ton of cold-blooded fury, the bite force of 20,000 newtons, and stomach acid so strong it can dissolve bones and hoofs. Edit. Whoosh. Are alligators and brain aneurysms your other 2 greatest fears? Maybe. That and getting pissed on by an unsocialized ocelot. Babao. You fox hips. Duct tape. I have to disagree. It can be improved upon. It can be rebranded as duct tape. Duck brand duct tape is a thing. Common wood screw or nut and bolt as a fasteners. They've definitely improved on the screw and bolt. Screws have different head types, different thread types for different materials. Same with bolts. Captured bolts, lock nuts and washers etc. Hoodies. Cold. Hoodie. Underdressed. Hoodie. No bra. Hoodie. Hot. Hoodie. Rainy. Hoodie. Dead inside? You know it. Hoodie. I disagree with hot. Hoodie. Now hoodies are cool. Does cheese count as an invention? Yep. It's the final step of a specialized process. The specialized process of forgetting milk for a while. I was going to say a shovel, but it looks like people have already said spoons. What is a spoon but a very small shovel? What is a shovel but a very large spoon? Are you asking if there's an invention that does its job so well that nothing else can do the same job better, like how a light bulb can give off more light than a candle? But so far we haven't produced anything that emits light better than LEDs. Or are you asking if there's an invention that perfectly solves a specific problem, like if you want to keep dry while walking in the rain, your best choice is an umbrella? Things that come to mind are AM/FM radio. It is about as efficient as it's going to get. The pencil and pencil sharpener, I don't really see how they can improve them. The match and lighter. The umbrella. The hammer. The bucket. The TV remote. The fishing pole. The hinge. The spring. Gonna have to disagree with the TV remote. It needs sharp pointy bits, so people know when they are sitting on it. Also less of those buttons that serve no purpose but to confuse grandparents.